me.
What's up, guys? It's a meme, and welcome to Mario's March Madness. Mario's March Madness is a personal project that I've been wanting to work on that celebrates Mario, gives us a chance to look and play the Mario games, and of course I just wanted to, maybe dive a little bit into what's in store for Mario in the future. It's a little hard to guess, but hey, at least it's fun to always speculate what might be coming next. Now, why am I doing this, you may ask? Well, this is a project, something personal that I want to work on because I feel like Mario is really special to me. And as a content creator, I'd like to push myself further by, just having these little projects. I think that having this every once a year sounds like it's a good idea. And it'd be a lot of fun. I just want to get my friends together, and myself included, just me and myself play some Mario games. It's a lot of fun, and I want to be able to take that, just once a year, be able to do it. Sounds like a good time. Now, why did I choose March? There's a few days in March that are kind of lining up perfectly with the whole Mario theme. For starters, today, March 3rd, is the Switch anniversary, so happy anniversary to the Switch. Makes 4 years of, just a lot of Switch fun, a lot of Switch games that's been coming out. Lots of good stuff, honestly, and I am excited to see what more we get. It is curious to see how much longer the Switch will last, but I nonetheless like the Switch, and I think it's been a good console. It's been excellent to play on, and I'm glad that I have mine still. Now, on top of March 3rd being the Switch's anniversary, you have March 10th, which is Mario Day, which is exactly 1 week after the Switch anniversary. Another cool day, it's something that Nintendo made up. Go get your Mario milk or whatever, and then, have your cake and eat it too. But yeah, March 10th is Mario Day. It's quite exquisite. I am very glad that it's just so funny. Just March 10th, and they take the 10 to make the IO and Mario. It's the funniest thing. Never would have thought about that. Additional days in the month are going to be March 17th, March 24th, and March 31st, each 1 week after the 10th. So that makes a total of 5 days in March that I can just do 5 Mario videos. Now, there's a bunch of ideas that I have. Not everything's going to come into fruition within this 1 month. I'd like to do it again next year. And for right now, for March 3rd, as of right now today, I'm just playing Super Mario 3D World. Bowser's Fury. Fun game. And what I have right now is pre-recorded, so don't mind me. I could not focus while talking. It was a little difficult, so this gameplay is pre-recorded, so if I'm doing something dumb, you understand why. Next week, I'm not sure if I want to play a Mario game by myself or if I want to get some friends to do it with me, but nonetheless, it should be some good fun for me. I might go back to Mario 1. I might play 3D World in multiplayer. I want to do that. I'll just have to see what happens then. By the time that this video is put up, that should probably already not be a problem. March 17th, 24th, and 31st. I have something planned up for the 31st. The 17th and the 24th are a little bit up in the air. It's still yet to be seen what I want to do. But nonetheless, I do think it'll be a lot of fun. And it's just going to be Mario, whatever it is. Now, again, as of the time of this recording, there's a couple of things that are in March that I was hoping wouldn't happen. So, if I may record some non-Mario things, but that's just because of the circumstances that I've been put into. It is not my personal choice. I have been violated by otherworldly sources, and thusly I have to respond to it now. So yeah, hopefully I have more than just the 5 videos this month, but this Mario project, for me personally, should be a lot of fun, and again, excited to let myself go into it. Now, more importantly than just talking about this Mario stuff, like today, yes, I did want to play more Marios, and I am. This 3D World is really fun. Bowser's Fury, a great game. But more importantly, I also wanted to get onto the Switch anniversary. It has been 4 years since we've had the Switch on the market, and that's amazing. It's quite the difference between the Wii U, if I'm not mistaken. The Wii U came out in like 2012, maybe, and then effectively died on 2017, or probably before, honestly, 2016. Just went like a while without a console. Nintendo was on life support with the 3DS, so yeah, feel bad for the Wii U, but unfortunately that's how it is sometimes, and Nintendo left the Wii U to die. Unfortunately, I still have mine. Bless the little thing. Used it for the virtual console stuff. Got a lot of great games on the eShop. Nothing that you can get on the Switch, but that's a different problem for a different day. Now, it's been 4 years since the Switch has released, when are we getting the next console? People keep on saying, oh, Switch Pro, and they're like, oh yeah, it's gonna come in March. It's like, dude, it's March already. We're not gonna get the Switch Pro, probably. I think Nintendo has a great console in their hands, and they probably don't need to make too many revisions. I think the Switch Lite was weird. I didn't think they would make a Switch Lite version, because, I mean, the Switch is already portable as it is, so why make a handheld-only version? It almost doesn't make sense, but it's still there. So, it's whatever. I mean, cool. I don't see the benefit of having one. I'd have a second Switch Lite. But I don't see why you would want a Switch Lite when you can just have the regular Switch, which already does a portable thing and still hooks up to the TV. Could be a personal preference thing. I don't know how many people are buying Switch Lites. I'd have to look into the numbers. Now, there's still a big list of games that have yet to be released onto the Switch. We're looking at games like, Bayonetta 3, Breath of the Wild 2, Metroid Prime 4, and the recently announced Splatoon 3. These are big name games. Oh, and I mean Pokemon, of course. You're looking at Pokemon Shining Emerald. You're looking at Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, because Emerald's a good game. And those are cool too. The remakes, interested, we'll buy. The new Arceus game is also interesting, we'll also buy, because I'm a sucker for Pokemon. It's not like my favorite RPG, ever, but I'm a sucker for Pokemon. I just like Pokemon, so I'm glad, I'm interested in Breath of the Wild 2. Metroid Prime 4, I haven't really played a Prime game. I have to, get the trilogy on the Wii U, which is something I was just talking about. I'd be interested to try that. Splatoon 3 just looks like Splatoon 2, but more, and I'm not that excited. I was really confused with Splatoon 3 at first, because I'm just like, man, they really did Splatoon 3 on the Switch again. After Splatoon 2 just came out, and then you look at the time difference, it's like, no. Splatoon 2 was in 2017, and Splatoon 3 will be in 2022. That's a 5-year wait. Splatoon 1 came out in 2015, which, between that and 2, it's only a 2-year gap. I'm surprised. I'm hoping that they added more this time. I could understand why Splatoon 2 was just more Splatoon 1, but I hope that they add more to this game and make it actually play differently. I don't like the fact that they just have, Splatoon 2 just feels more of the same, and it's just a weird complaint. It just feels more of the same. Whatever, I'm over it. Now, these are great games. Oh, and Animal Crossing is already on the Switch as well. Another great game, and a game that I have a lot of complaints about that I'll make a video about in the future. But again, these are games that I actually have enjoyed. I'm not just here to complain about Switch games. I have a big stack of Switch games, probably most that I haven't played yet. But the Switch is just packing games. It's so good. And it's like, some people will be like, oh man, but it's a bunch of ports. Yeah, but they're ports that you can take on the go. I'm surprised that, I'm not surprised. There's a lot of games that are being ported to the Switch, and it's nice that, last gen games. I'm really happy that they're having that. It looks like they're reaching out to a lot of, a new audience. A lot of people didn't get a chance to play these games. I personally myself didn't, but I'm also not investing into some of these ports. I really just care about the Nintendo stuff. I've always been into that. So, I hope that they continue to do more ports. I know that the Wii U is now almost lifeless after 3D World. What do we have left? Like Xenoblade X? Nintendo Land? I don't think that one counts. That'd be weird. But, yeah, more ports on the Switch is not a bad thing, and if people think it is, you can simply choose to ignore those ports. I know that this might not be the best option for you if you don't like the ports. I don't know what you're going to do to stop them. I genuinely do not know what you would do to stop a port. Like, why would you get mad at it? It's not going to waste your time, especially if you're not buying it. So yeah, more ports on Switch is good. I think more games on the Switch, even if they're old games, is a decent amount of fun for everyone, and anyone that can get their hands on it, it's there, it's more reliable. Now, there's a few games that I want on Switch that haven't shown up yet, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about them. Kind of a wish list, I guess. More of my personal preferences, and it's something, I think a lot of people would want some of these. First of all, I kind of want a WarioWare game. Wario isn't the WarioWare version of Wario isn't my favorite version of him, but WarioWare is fun, and the Switch is still built for multiplayer, and so WarioWare on Switch kind of sounds like a nice fit, especially after Like 1-2 Switch was jank. They kind of did like the whole tech demo with Game & Wario on the Wii U. It'd be nice to have something similar on the Switch. But I think a more fleshed out WarioWare on the Switch would be nice. Another minigame collection. And speaking of minigame stuff, I want more Mario Party. Whether it be DLC for the Super Mario Party, which I genuinely don't think we're getting anymore. It's been too long. And I just don't see Nintendo dropping DLC for that. We're into the second half of the Switch's life cycle. I think they can do with another Mario Party. I mean, the GameCube had like 4 of them, so I don't see why they can't do a second one again. It'd be nice, but maybe people will complain. I wouldn't know. I just want more Mario Party again. Super Mario Party was good. It just lacked content and not enough replayability for my liking, so another Mario Party, more content would be nice. Another game that I want to see, and like, you know, speaking of sequels and DLCs and stuff, Super Mario Odyssey could definitely use a sequel. I don't think we're going to do DLC anymore. It's too late, probably. Again, I would say a sequel is up, you know, in the air at this point. I think they could definitely wait until a much later portion of the Switch's life cycle. Maybe towards the end, or... It's just, right now there's a lot going on. You have Bayo 3, Breath of the Wild 2, Metroid Prime 4, and Splatoon 3 all just kind of right here. There's no point in tossing a sequel to Odyssey right now. Probably wait until later into the life cycle, probably near the end. And Mario Kart 9. That one's a big one. I'm kind of tired of waiting for Mario Kart 9. It's been quite a while since Mario Kart 8 came out on the Wii U. It was cool that it came to the Switch like the first month after the Switch released, but I'm tired of it. Nothing new was really added. It just bundled in all the old DLC that was already there. Gave us like, what, a new character or two? Double item slots, a good improvement, I think. It was a nice upgrade from the original. And nothing more. That was pretty much it. I did not think Mario... Like, it was a good game. When I played it all the time. Right up until like Splatoon 2 came out. And then after that, it kind of just dropped it. But I do think that I want another Mario Kart because it is time. It just feels like it's been too long. Compare the time between the release of Mario Kart 8 and a Mario Kart... Like a new Mario Kart that we're not going to get between now and next year probably. And you're missing quite a library of Mario Karts. Like, if you were to count between 13? I'll check that up later. 2013 or something between 2022. That's like 8 years or something. Like 9 years almost. Jesus. And then you go back 9 years from 2013, like 2004. You got a bunch of Mario Kart sitting back there. You got Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart DS, Mario Kart 7. We're missing Mario Kart. I need more Mario Kart in my life, and I'm super exhausted that Nintendo hasn't even bothered to add DLC to it. Especially that it's like their best-selling game on the Switch. I kind of get it if they don't want to do it because it would compete with Mario Kart 8, like a Mario Kart 9 competing with 8. But I think most people are ready to move on, or maybe I'm just being ridiculous. Regardless, I want Mario Kart 9. I want a bunch of stuff from Mario Kart Tour added to Mario Kart 9 because that mobile game is also ridiculous, and I need all the stuff in there in a new mainline Mario Kart. This is absolutely a must because Mario Kart Tour has some crazy stuff in it that should just be added into a mainline Mario Kart. It'd be good. It'd be real good. Now, other games that I really want on the Switch, with the recent announcement of Miitopia and Mario Golf having a Mii story mode, I think we need more Mii games. Like, it's been a hot minute. Again, I was scared that they weren't going to bring the Mii's back, and I could kind of understand why they wouldn't want to do it, but it's time. They're bringing it back. I need them back, and I want them in full force. I think another Wii Sports title would be fun. You know, I know that people don't like the gimmicks with the sports titles that Nintendo did on the Wii, but I mean, another Wii Sports wouldn't really hurt, and they're definitely a lot of fun. Like, there's a reason why the Wii Sports is like the #1 selling Wii title, probably. I'll quote myself on that later, but it's, you know, Wii Sports is good. Wii Sports is a lot of fun. Wii Sports Resort is even better, and I think they can make an even better Mii Sports, we'll call it, title on the Switch. Definitely need to see one of those, or something like, I need like Mii Party or Wii Party or something. I want more Mii titles on the Switch. Now is the time. It looks like they're bringing them back, and I'm very happy for that. Speaking of Mii titles, Miitopia is making its grand comeback. Not a grand comeback, it's just, it's there. Wasn't expecting it. Hoping for a sequel, but I'll take what I can get. You know, beggars can't be choosers, and this is definitely something I genuinely wanted. Didn't think it would do it. Do not think it. 0%. Would never bet money on it. And now that we're talking about 3DS ports, Tomodachi Life. Preferably a sequel. The game is fun. It is definitely a lot of fun to play Tomodachi Life, but like I played it for a long time. I just think it got a little, no, not a little. It eventually ended up getting boring. It's got stale. You saw everything that was needed to be seen in the game. After a while, like it definitely held my attention. But if they're gonna make a new Tomodachi Life on the Switch, they just can't be a port from the 3DS because that game is like, for me it's already burnt. It's just done. Like I just can't go back to playing it again because I've already seen everything in it. I need a new one to actually grab my interest. I'm willing to double dip on Miitopia because Miitopia I only had one really good run. Like I finished it from the start to the end. Did that one time. So I can do it again. And I can keep on switching out the Miis and stuff. But with Tomodachi Life, I genuinely squeezed the life out of it. Actually like ruined the enjoyment of Tomodachi Life because I just played it over and over and over again. It's a really good game. It was a lot of fun for like a life simulator. They just need to do a sequel to have more content because I'm already burnt out on it. And I'm sure that I would enjoy it for like what little time, like, you know, a month or two, and then I'd be like, man, it really just is Tomodachi Life all over again, isn't it? Sequel. I need a sequel. And finally, I think the biggest like 3DS port that's needed, that everyone wants, that I think everyone should play if they ever get the chance, a masterpiece, some would even say, is Kid Icarus Uprising. That game, the poor game, is not meant to be stuck on the 3DS. You need a secondary stick to aim. It was crazy. I remember people like having to use the stylus to aim on like the screen and then press the the rest of the buttons with their fingers. That was crazy. I didn't want to do that. I ended up using my D-pad to aim the reticle the entire time I was playing. In multiplayer, in story mode, it was just the D-pad. Some dude is like, are you a pianist? A pianist, piano. Because I would just use the D-pad and I was moving like crazy to get that aim in. Given I was using the Violet Palm, so any of you Kid Icarus fans know what that weapon is, I'd probably still kind of a scrub. But Kid Icarus Uprising, one of the best 3DS games, one of the most fun ones, and just stunted completely because of the 3DS. The 3DS was not meant to handle that game. It is a shame that it is stuck there right now. I would love to see that come onto the Switch. It is perfect. It would be beautifully perfect right now. It just has to happen. Now that we're like seeing a little bit of a 3DS port, like just the Miitopia thing is enough to be like, yes, we need more 3DS. And Kid Icarus Uprising is the #1 candidate to come onto the Switch. And that's pretty much my entire list and thoughts about the Switch anniversary. It's not that much, I'm really glad that it's here. Like, when they first announced, not even announced, when there was rumors, of this whole, it's a hybrid between a handheld and a console. I'm like, man, that's great. That would sound like it'd be really cool. And then I became an adult and I had to drive all the time. Kind of sucked. My Switch is really, really fun to use. I love picking it up and just laying down on my bed, and it's amazing. The most beautiful concept that Nintendo could have created. The Wii U was kind of like there. I believe it was like a half step. If I ever wanted to lay down on my bed, take the gamepad, lay down, and it was fine. But the games that required the dual screens, whatever. I think the Switch is perfect. I don't know how they're gonna go about, with the next console. Like, what can you do? What can you realistically do with a console that's already in its most perfect? It's perfect in its convenience. What more can you do to it? More power, sure, but I mean, I don't think Nintendo can go much further than this. This is just the perfect combination of handheld and the home console. I don't see, I want to see what they're doing next, but I also want the Switch to live for a very, very long time. I like the Switch a lot, and I'm glad that it's getting a bunch of games, and I want to be able to play as many games as I can on it before it goes. I say we still got another 4 years with it. I say that we're barely at the halfway point. Literally March 3rd, 2021, the halfway point for the Nintendo Switch. It's going to be another 4 years before we see the next console. You can count on it. So before this video ends, I'd like to thank you guys for sticking with me, watching my shenanigans. And this is a project that I have been wanting to do for quite a while. I am very happy to be doing this. I'm very excited. Kind of, getting the jitters out, but very excited to be doing this. I want to keep on making these videos. I hope to have, you know, all these videos up. March is going to prove to be a very, you know, difficult? Not difficult, it's going to be a lot. There's a lot of content coming out, you know, with the Pirate Mithra, the video coming out on the 4th, literally tomorrow, and then, you know, probably releasing in the same month. Crazy. Thank you, Sakurai, for making it more difficult and, you know, interrupting Mario Month. But it's all the same to me. It's going to be a lot of fun. And next week, Mario Day. I'll either be playing Mario 1 or I'm going to be playing Super Mario 3D World with friends, so catch that video when it releases. Afterwards, on March 17th, will probably be... Oh, I Am Bad with Mario. Probably that's what's going to happen on the 17th. The 24th, I am probably going to do Mario Party. That's the one that I think is a lot of fun. Mario Party is a lot of fun to do with friends. Probably the best, the craziest, you know, the most in-home experience. The Monopoly of video games. Not even Monopoly is the Monopoly of video games. It's just Mario Party. And then the 31st is a small tribute to Mario. But that's gonna be, you know, that'll happen once we get to it. But yeah, thank you for watching. Come back next week for the Mario Day video, which will either be 3D World or Mario 1 again. And I'll see you then.